all we have to do is live right. We don't pay any money. It's not our tithes, our offerings. And you know what? That's just giving God what's His. You know, one of the messages I struggled with tonight was the inheritance. I fought back and forth between claiming your crown and what are you doing with your inheritance. And it just came to mind, you know, one of the things I just want to share a thought with you, are you wasting it? Because if you're wasting it, guess what? You're not going to claim that crown. And you know what? It's not just money. It's your time, it's your talents, it's your lifestyle. Because let me tell you guys, God sees everything. God knows everything. And God knows what you do in your secret place. God knows. God knows whether you actually give your 10%. I'm lucky. I was the world's worst for forgetting to pay my tithes. It's not very Tina. And she remembers. She writes our check. She writes one every week for her and one every 2 weeks, or however often I get paid for her, for me. And she pays out. She makes sure our tithes are paid, or given, not paid, given. But God knows whether you really give that 10%. And if you struggle with finances, you know what? Maybe God's not getting His share, so He's getting it in another way. I know before I started paying my tithes, guess what? Or giving my tithes. I did that paying, but from grandparents, they always did paying. Giving my tithes. Before I started giving my tithes, guys, guess what? I struggled. But you know what? I decided before I started teaching. I said, God, you give me a teaching job, I will pay my 10% every week, or every 2 weeks, whatever I can pay. Twice a month. I will pay my 10%. And God supplied me with a job. Amen. You know, right now I'm laid off, but you know what? God's still going to supply. And I put a fleece out before the Lord. I put a fleece out before the Lord. If I don't get hired back, you know what? That just means God has something else to show me. I'm going to trust Him. Because I got to trust Him to claim that crown. I got to trust Him to be able to be in heaven one day. And listen, guys, it's either claiming your crown of righteousness or going to hell. That's it. Come on. It's your choice what you want to do. It's not, I can't decide for you. If I could decide for you, everybody in here would be going to hell. Everybody in the world would be going to hell. Because I don't want to see anybody go to hell. You know what? You guys remember when they killed Osama bin Laden? You know what? I didn't even want him to go to hell. Amen. After everything he did, I still pray for him. Because that's our job as Christians. It's not our job to persecute others. It's not our job to want others to go to hell, no matter what they do to us or do to our country. You know what? I pray for our president. I pray for him every day because you know what? He has to lead our country. Whether we like it or not, he still has to be our leader right now. And I personally pray for him each and every day. Because I want to claim my crown in heaven. Because if I'm not praying for my leaders, you know what? I'm not doing my Christian duty. I'm not doing my Christian duty. You know what? We're going to go through trials and tribulations. And some of those trials and tribulations, you know what? They're just put out in front of us to help us grow. You know, David had to be a shepherd for a long time. And he killed lions and bears. But you know what? That prepared him to face Goliath. Because before he defeated Goliath, he said, you know what? I killed a lion. I killed a bear. This old boy ain't nothing. This old boy ain't nothing. That's the kind of faith that we need to have. That's the kind of lifestyle we need to have. You know what? I've been without a job before. We can do it again. We fasted before. God supplied up to this point. Why wouldn't He supply even after? What's keeping Him from supplying more? You know what? Layoffs happen. And guys, listen. Here lately we've had a lot of layoffs. Just in the county in general. But you know what? We need to be praying that God takes these layoffs and turns something good out of them. Amen. He may have laid you off to give you a better job. And you just don't realize it right now. We have to trust in the Lord at all times. And trust in His plan. Just like David, he had a plan for David. And it was outlined. I believe that God had it outlined. I believe He had it written down. Everything that He wanted to happen to make David the king that he was. Because David knew what the people went through. David was part of the people. You know, it's just like Jesus. Jesus had to go through the same stuff we have to go through. You know, He didn't start preaching until He's 30 years old. And He only preached 3 years. Up to that point, He lived a regular life. He probably struggled with money. He probably seen his friends die. He probably seen his daddy die. He had to go through the same hardships that we have to go through. And the reason He did that was so He would know. Because He went up, and He died, and He claimed His crown. And I don't know about you all, but when I think about that, He lived a perfect life. Even though He went through the same stuff we did. Can you imagine if somebody whipping, whatever, I can't remember what they're called, but had a 9-tails, lashings. Can you imagine somebody gave you lashings? Me and Jerry was talking before church about our tempers. And listen, I guarantee you, if I took a cat of 9-tails and smacked Jerry across the back, I don't think I'd be able to do it again. Do you? It'd be hard, wouldn't it? He took it for us. He took nails in His hands for us. Think of how bad it is when you smash your finger with a hammer. What He went through was 10 times worse, 100 times worse. They actually stuck a nail through His hand. And it wasn't one of those little baby nails. I imagine it to be like one of those railroad nails. You know what? He went through that for us. So that we could claim our crowns. So that we could claim our crowns. There's too many people today that's not living a life that they can claim their crowns. It's not raising their children in a way that they can claim their crowns. I'm going to tell you, when I was growing up, I was guilty of it. I listened to stuff that cussed every other word. As soon as Dad found it, he tossed it. That's what Christian parents do, though. They correct their children. I'm not saying a beating. But I'm saying a correction.
Come on.
A correction. No, Dad never whipped me after I was probably in 3rd grade. But he knew how to correct us. He knew how to correct us. He would take things from us that he knew we wanted to teach us right from wrong. And too many parents today, we don't want to do that. We want to be our children's best friend. And you know what? I can say our children because you know what? I had 22 of them in school. And I claim each and every one of them as my own. And me and Dad, we coach the girls over there. And you know what? Those are our girls. But I can see it in the kids that I teach. I can see it in the girls that we coach. There's not correction. We don't correct them, but we make excuses for them. We say, well, they're just 8 years old. They don't know what they do. Yeah, they do. Listen, I teach 8-year-olds, and they know right from wrong. And they know a lot more about life than what I do at 8 years old. We as a church, we as Christians, need to step up and teach our children right from wrong. Because honestly, in this boy's opinion, we're not going to claim our crowns if we don't teach our children. We are going to be held responsible. Because if you don't teach your children right from wrong, you know what? Their blood is going to be on your hands. Especially if you're saved while they're young. While they're still under your roof. You know what? I was 23 when I finally moved out. Well, I waited until after I finished college, of course. But up until I moved out, you know what? I lived by my dad's orders. I never had any girls over. If we did, we stayed in the living room, upstairs with Dad's suit. Up until I was 23 years old. And you know what? I thank God for that. Because it taught me what was right and what was wrong. And your kids may get mad at you now, because trust me, I was furious at that at times. But I'm thankful for it now. Yep. Your children will get mad at you now, but guess what? They'll get over it. Teach them right from wrong, so you know what? So you can gain your crown, and they can claim their crown as well. Do what's right, so you can claim your crown. Do what's right, so you can claim your crown. That's the biggest part of this message, is just doing what's right. That's how you claim your crown. And you do what's right through trials, tribulations, heartaches. You know, David went through it all. But he kept on that path. Eventually he claimed his crown. You know, he still went through trials and tribulations. But he eventually reached his goal. He eventually passed away. He eventually claimed his crown in heaven. All because of the way he lived on earth. You know what? He lived probably at most 110 years on earth. There's not many people that live above that. 110 years compared to eternity, nothing. Nothing. That's like saying one of these squares compared to the whole earth. A little baby square on in this carpet. Or a grain of a mustard seed compared to earth. It's nothing. Live your life on earth pleasing to God, so you can claim your crown. In church, live every part of your life for God. You know, I was sitting here the other day and I gave you guys a scripture, which I said the wrong verse, actual number. It's 14:12. Proverbs 14:12 says, "There's a way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof is the way of death." You know what? Find the way that's right with God. Not with your friends and family, but the way that's right with God. So that you can claim your crown of righteousness. Everybody good, would you please stand?